In this video, we're going to learn how to publish for the Android Google Play Store. Ionic gives us pretty good instructions for setting up Android, so I am going to follow those for most of this video. We'll start by installing Android Studio and then going into the SDK tools to install a few packages that we're going to need for Ionic. It tells us which packages specifically we need to install. So we'll just select those packages, make sure there's a check mark, and then we'll click Apply to have those installed, and then OK to dismiss the window. The next step is to make sure all the paths needed for the command line are added to our bash profile, specifically the Android SDK tools and the Java runtime. Now we're going to add the Android platform to our Ionic app. And you'd also want to run Ionic emulate Android or Ionic run Android from the command line to test it first. But we're going to move on to signing our app for the Android Google Play Store. So we're going to use the key tool to generate our public-private key to authenticate ourselves when uploading to the Google Play Store. So I'm going to give it a name of sunnyapp.keystore and an alias of sunnyapp. It'll ask for a password and other information. So I'll just enter that, and when that's completed, this key will be valid for 10,000 days. So now that that's all out of the way, these are the steps that we'll have to do whenever we make an update to this app in the future. Starting with the Cordova build release. So this outputs an APK in our build directory, but you see that it's marked as unsigned. So this is where our key comes into play. And we're going to be using the jar signer command to sign our APK. Like the key store, it's not important to know what all these parameters mean. What is important here is that we have the path to our key store, the path to our unsigned APK, and our alias name from our key store. So using those, we can sign our APK. And even though the file name is unchanged, this APK is now signed. So now we need to know what build tool we have for Android installed. I can see that in my folder it's 23.0.3. This is what we're going to need to package up our APK using the zip-align command. So I'm going to give the APK the name of the app called Sunny, and I'm going to put the version in number that I just found out. And now if we look back in our outputs of APK, we can see our final product. So let's upload this to the Google Play Store. So I'm going to create a new application for our sunny weather app. I'll give it a name called Sunny Day. And I'm going to upload the APK that we just created. We could also do an internal alpha test or public beta test before going to the Google Play Store. And we can finish completing our store listing if we want and publish.